Hey, ain't you Coyote boy KT?
Oh, what's up? You looking for me? Hey, what's up with the Coyote gang? Oh! Hey, y'all don't know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Boy, Coyote boy KT now. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you better. Check it out. 17. Hey, what's going on with the Tube gang? What's good? How's everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a wonderful night. You know, not a day, it's a wonderful night. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the garage. But anyway, y'all see the thumbnail. So anyway, KoyotePack. Oh! Y'all know what it is, y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy KT, man. Y'all back on that channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click on that post notification bell. That way you can keep up with all the videos like the one you're seeing now. And hey, and you all good, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people view the videos and the page, but they don't subscribe. So do your boy solid and hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me, I done broke my glasses, you know what I'm saying? I had to take a piece of little band-aid, stitch it up for a little second till my new pair of frames come in. So if you're looking over here, yeah, your boy acting the crack. His frames on the glasses, you know what I'm saying? But it's all cool, that's besides the point. You know, I got my boy OG with me. What's going down? Yeah, sir. We finna get up on this thing. So anyway, we about to attempt to put some long tube headers. Y'all see Mac right here in the garage. And I had the headers like over there in that box on the floor right there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some hours, but we're gonna make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get her done. But anyway, this not gonna be a step-by-step video per se, but it will be procedures as we kind of go through it. So anyway, wish us the best of luck, and we'll catch y'all in a little bit. All right, you guys, so where we're gonna start at right now is we're gonna take this cold air intake box off. That way we'll be able to see the headers more clearly from the top, and we'll be able to have more space within this area right here with a cold air intake at. All right, you guys, so the cold air intake box has been removed. So now what we're about to do is jack the car up, and then we're gonna get up under there and start with the motor mount, then go from there. All right, you guys, so we're underneath the car. We're disconnecting the steering rack right here. As you can see, it's a little T40 Torx bit right there. So we're gonna disconnect that to kind of move the steering rack out the way. That way we can kind of access the motor mount bolts a little bit better. As you can see, we got a ratchet right there. So pretty much these are 13mm bolts around the bottom half of the motor mount down here. And like I said, this is a T40 Torx bit. He just took that out. So once he moves the steering rack out the way, like that, so now we can access the bolts right here. And we're gonna take this side of the steering rack off as well. All right, you guys, so now we're taking the bottom bolts out of the motor mount. I have the jack supported with a little block of wood right there underneath the oil pan. And you want to be careful not to just put a bare jack up in the oil pan because you don't want to crack it. So get a piece of wood or something. That way it can kind of be even and smooth. That way you don't run the risk of cracking your oil pan. And once we take off these bottom 3 bolts, we're going to go to the top. And there's a 4th bolt on top of the motor mount. And we're going to take that one out at the top. Then the motor mount will be able to come out. All right, you guys, so I got the motor mount out. As you see, I'm down here taking out the header bolts as we speak. So, yep, I mean, we're getting there. Like I said, we got the motor mount, steering rack. I have the bottom part of the exhaust undid behind the catalytic converter. So I took out these few header bolts, and then we should be going in with that new header. Alright, you guys, so if you look right here, we have all the header bolts out right there, and pretty much the O2 is still in the catalytic converters. You have to come down to the end of the where the mid pipes go. There's 2 bolts right there, unloosen them, and then the whole exhaust pipe will come out. And then once you get the exhaust pipe out, then you'll just unclip the O2 sensors from their positions on where they clip to, and then the whole exhaust manifold will come out with the catalytic converter. Alright, you guys, so pretty much the exhaust manifold with the catalytic converter is out, and pretty much when you get it out, take a 7/8 wrench, and then you fit it around the O2 sensors and pull them out, and then you can transfer them over to your mid pipe, and you can transfer them over to the actual header, because it has 2 O2 sensors, and I have the header on the other side of the car. And then pretty much go back up and reverse like with everything that you did, and then tighten everything down, and then put your motor mount and your steering rack back in. Alright, you guys, so I'm on the passenger side now. I just have everything just kind of together. It's not buttoned all the way up, but it's just kind of in order for me to button it up at the end. But to move on to the passenger side, on this side, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start by just giving the jack a little support up underneath the oil pan again, and we're gonna take out this motor mount, which is right here. Y'all can see it. It has like 4 bolts on the bottom end. So I'm gonna work on taking the bolts out this motor mount, and it's gonna be a similar step with taking the bolts out at the bottom and the bolt out at the top. And also there's a bracket that's like underneath this motor mount that you have to take off. That has a ground wire to it. You want to take that bracket off as well. You'll be able to see it once you get up under there, and then just remove everything similar to the other side. Alright, you guys, moving along pretty good here. I just recently took the motor mount out, and just FYI, when you dealing with this motor mount, it's a little bit different than the driver's side. If you come right here, you see like a little bracket that's like right here. Okay, when you take it off at first, there's just a nut, but then when you move this bracket up and away, it's going to be a stud with a bolt in it too that you actually have to take off up under the nut. And then you come on the side over here, on the other side of the transmission cooler lines, it's the same thing. The bracket doesn't connect to that side, but it has a nut, and then after you take the nut off, you have to fish in there again, and then you'll find a ground wire that's up under the nut. Then there will be a bolt and a stud under the ground wire. So just to recap, there's a nut, remove this bracket, then there's a stud and bolt. Come over here, there's a nut, remove the ground wire under the nut, then there's stud and bolt right there too. And next, we're about to work on this exhaust manifold. You can check it off right here. But on the other side of the bolt, you have to run some extensions up towards the top of the car. And if you got 2 people, then the person on top can undo it while you hold it from the bottom. Alright, you guys, your boy is back. And pretty much what I'm about to do now is I'm about to start on the starter. Now that I have the exhaust out the way. And pretty much, you come right here. I have this one loosened. You get this bolt, and then when you remove this exhaust, you come over to the back side and off in here. See if I can get some light up there. You guys see that bolt right off in there? You want to take it on the take off that bolt, and then the restarter will be removed. And also make sure that you get your power and your ground wire bolts, and take the ground and the power off, and then remove the starter, and then pretty much you can start taking the bolts out of the manifold. Alright, you guys, so I have this long 1/2-inch extension that's going down to the bottom down there to the exhaust flange bolt on the passenger side. And pretty much you're gonna have to take maybe about 4, if they're long enough, you're gonna take about 4 1/2-inch extensions. with a breaker bar or a torque wrench bar, and then put some muscle into it, because that bolt will be hectic to take out. I'm telling you. So please be mindful of that. It's gonna take a little muscle. Another thing that can help you is that if you start on the passenger side first, heat the car up a little bit, cut it off. Just let the flange get a little bit heated. That way you can loosen up and expand the bolts, and then it'll be a little bit more easy to take off. But that's this passenger side. Yes, you will need a long extension up to the top of the motor, and so with a torque or a breaker bar, and put some muscle into it. That's the only way you can get it off. You can't get it off from the bottom. You have to get it from the top. All right, you guys, moving right along. I have started on the bolts and nuts on the exhaust manifold, and pretty much just to help you guys out, when you're on the passenger side, when you start it, it's a bolt that's at the top right. What you're gonna have to do in order to get it out is you're gonna have to lift the motor up as high as you can get it, and come right here and loosen up your center link right here, the brace bar, whatever you call it. You want to loosen that up or take it off, it's up to you. But unloosening your brace bar, lift the motor up, and then you can access this bolt, which will be right there. This will be the first top bolt in the exhaust manifold. What I did was I used a 3/8 ratchet, and I used like a 15mm deep socket to just kind of loosen the bolt up. And then after I kind of loosened the bolt up and kind of brought it forth a little bit, then I took a 1/4" drive, and then I loosened up the bolt right here at the tip, so I could get it out. Because you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have to take out all the studs on the passenger side, because the way the AC sit, and by the time I go back on with the header will be sitting close to the AC with the studs. It will be hard to put on. So take out all the studs and nuts on the passenger side, and I'm gonna also show you what I'm about to do on the bottom. Okay, you guys, there goes the catalytic converter and the piping that goes like towards the mid of the car. And pretty much, like I said, here's the extension tool I was telling you about 4.5 half-inch extensions and a breaker bar. And then that was the nut that it was on right here. And so that's not going back on the car, so we don't have to worry about that. But pretty much just take your 7/8 wrench, which I have here, take off your O2 and transfer it, and this will go on the mid pipe. As you guys can see, it is working. And like I said, you guys, I have a 3/8 breaker bar with a 3/8 to half-inch adapter right there, with a short half-inch extension. Then I have the 15mm mid D-well. Alright, you guys, so as you see now, the exhaust manifold is out, the O2 sensor is out up there. Now what you want to do right now, especially since you don't have the header up right now, is take your extension and run your extension up to the original plug-in, and this extension will clip to the your old harness that you plug with the O2 sensor into the header. Alright, you guys, so you can see the exhaust manifold is out, and while the header is not in, what you want to do is take your extension, O2 extension, plug it into the original plug-in that you took out at the back of the block, and this extension will clip to the O2 sensor that you should already have started and ready to go in the header. And pretty much also, you see I took out majority of all the bolts that go into the head. And so what I'm going to do now is try to see if I can put the header on, and then I have this bolt down here just started to sit on with the slots, and then the studs that I do have on will just pretty much hold the header in place. Alright, you guys, so we getting through here a little bit. I got all the header bolts in, as you can see. Pretty much what I did was I left this stud on right here, and then I pretty much pushed the header up with the gasket underneath with the stud, and then pretty much the bolts on the top. You can when you jack the motor, you can start the bolts from the top, and then of course the ones on the bottom, and then tighten them up in sequence from inner to outer. So now I'm about to put the starter back on. Alright, you guys, so I have the starter nice and tight, and I also have the ground and power wire hooked back up. So one of the last things that we do have to do, we have to put the motor mount back in the where it goes, and then after that we shall be hooking up the exhaust in the back, and we'll be done. Alright, you guys, so I'm finally finished. I have the last motor mount and all the bolts in place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I put the starter and all that back, as you guys see. So the header install on Ermac is done. Pretty much I still have it jacked up now because I'm fixing the exhaust up underneath. I might have to do a little bit of fabrication to the back end because the pipes that the company sent me were a little bit too long. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to measure and maybe cut it, you know what I'm saying, for it to fit my factory piping. So no big deal. But anyway, you guys, man, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Your boy finished the job solo dolo. I did have my boy OG, he helped me with the driver's side, you know what I'm saying, as much as he could before he had to leave. So pretty much I thugged it out, you know what I'm saying? And man, I can tell you right now, what a job, you know what I'm saying? It's not the easiest job in the world, I can tell you that now, you know what I'm saying? You have to bring your big boy britches, but you know what I'm saying? If you have a little bit of mechanic experience, it helps, you know what I'm saying? If you can follow instructions, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there are other detailed videos out there besides mine, I know, because I really didn't explain detail for detail. You just kind of see me working the different sections that led up to the finishing touch. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, your boy did his thing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys come back, because y'all know we gotta hear it start up, you know what I'm saying? Can't do it in the garage right now, you know what I'm saying? Got folks sleeping in the house, but you know what I'm saying? When you come back to the next video, we're gonna pull that thing out, we're gonna have it ready. And your boy will be there at the Scary Fast event in Memphis, man. Shout out to Dunk Master, shout out to Demonizer, shout out to everybody else that will be there. So pretty much, you know, if I can find some E85 down there in Memphis, I will be running E85 with the Longtube headers, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the tuning, you know, some other stuff. So, you know, I will be bringing over 500 horses, I'll tell you that much, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta take it to the dyno. So we got so much we gotta do, so little time, but we gonna get it done, you know what I'm saying? I'm predicting at least 5, you know, even at the wheel, you know what I'm saying? Maybe more, maybe just a tad bit less, but I know I'm right there in it. So pretty much, I see y'all at the event, and I see y'all in the next video. And KoyotePack, y'all know how we do it. Y'all know what it is, y'all know who it is. We're more than the game, we're a pack, man. I'm out. Hey, what a day. It's every day, all day. It's more than the game, we're a pack. So till then, y'all know what's fun.